Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Tyler McNabb, and this is my dad's 450R. So this video is kind of coming about, unfortunately. It's actually it's Friday evening. The plan was this evening when I got home from work, me and Dad were gonna go out, do some riding, and kind of get some. He's wanting to get back in shape to get into racing, so he's wanting to do some conditioning, get to riding, and so that was the plan. And then we got home. I got my quad ready because it was kind of still in some pieces, and got it ready to go. And so we went out, and then the starter clutch took a crap, unfortunately. So welcome to the 450 game, am I right? So unfortunately, that's just part of the game. So who knows? I mean, it could have been on its way out already. It could have, it could be the original starter clutch. It's an 06, and maybe it's never been replaced, and it just finally went out. So who knows? I mean, I knew these things, or me and my dad knew from the start that 450s are more maintenance. There's more, they're race engines. They're not meant for trail riding necessarily. So, a lot more for them to go wrong. They're liquid cooled and all that. So more things to go wrong. And hey, I mean, that's just how things roll. So the good thing for you guys though is gives me some content to film. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear apart this clutch side tonight and see if I can tear it apart and see actually what's going on. Luckily, I ended up, it went bad at it was like 4:30, 4:45, and so we were trying to get it, we ended up pull starting it, making sure it would work, or make sure it was running, and so did that and fine, but then yeah, it just wouldn't start back up if it died or anything, so decided not to ride. So I called my parts, my local shop, Rissler's ATV, at 5 o'clock, right when he was about to close, and I was like, hey, would you happen to have these parts in stock for the starter clutch? And what do you know, he did. So if you're anywhere in the area in kind of the, not really south, kind of western, or yeah, kind of southwestern part of Indiana, Brazil, Terre Haute, anywhere the surrounding area, and you need anything, hit up Rissler's, because he had everything in stock that we need. The one-way gear, and then there's a little reduction gear that sometimes goes bad, the circlip, side case gasket, and I think there's a couple other things in there that he went ahead and threw in, and we were able to go get that real quick. So he was very helpful with us, and he's usually good at going above and beyond to help out his customers. So make sure if you're in the area, hit him up. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, try to get this apart, see exactly what went bad, and hopefully get it fixed, because it's supposed to be in the 60s over like the next 4 or 5 days, and it's November. So me and Dad are gonna try to get as much riding time as we can in before the crappy weather really hits. So enough talking, let's jump into the video. So here we go. Well, guys, got everything taken out, and unfortunately, it wasn't even the starter clutch that went bad. So I pulled all the stuff out, and we've got the starter clutch here. Tested it, works fine. This gear sometimes goes bad. Tested it it's fine. What it ended up being is this little gear here that connects directly to the starter. As you can see, I am missing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teeth off of this guy. So what was happening is it would spin a little bit and then it would get caught in this little area where the starter had nowhere to grab. So it just spun. Plus, with all that, I'm not sure if you can see in there, that starter gear is way worn down. So not only did it destroy that gear, it also destroyed the starter gear. Starter works fine, it cranks it over, when it grabs. So unfortunately, it's just kind of a sucky situation, because now we're gonna have to find that gear and the starter. So yep, I will update you when all those parts come in, but not sure when that'll happen. So well, for you guys, it'll be probably just a couple of seconds before all the parts come in, but for me, it's probably gonna be a couple of days or more. So anyway, yep, I'll catch back up with you when I get the parts. So yep. Okay, guys, so it has been about 2 weeks since I last saw you. Been about a couple seconds for you guys, but finally got all the parts in to go ahead and fix the 450. So as you remember, basically I probably just stated that it didn't end up being the starter clutch that was bad. It ended up being the little gear on the starter, or the little gear that connects to the first reduction gear on the starter, and then the starter was stripped out too. So what we went ahead and did is we ordered that gear, as well as I just kept all the starter clutch stuff, and we're just gonna end up replacing everything just to kind of make sure everything starting wise is fresh. So as you can see here, we got everything we need now. We've got the drum that the one-way bearing sits in. We've got the new one-way bearing. We've got the new kind of primary drive gear that the one-way bearing connects to. And then we've got the little starter gear that originally stripped off. And then we've got the little clip that holds the one-way bearing into the drum. So got all those new parts, and then I've also we went ahead and got a new starter as well, because kind of needed it, and I went ahead and put it on just because I didn't want to mess with it. So it's already on, but other than that, the only thing really left to do is start to put this thing back together. So the goal is I want to get this thing all back together, start it back up tonight, get it back together, so then maybe me and my dad can do some riding this weekend. It's currently Friday evening. So, yeah, basically just get right into it. So let's do it. Okay guys, so we got everything back together. Side case is on, water pump covers on, and got the clutches and all the gears back together, and I hit the starter button a couple times just to make sure it was going to turn over while we had it apart. So that's good, it's turning over now. So the only thing left to do is to go ahead and fill the transmission up with oil, fill the radiator back up with coolant, and then we should be ready to try to start this thing back up. So let's get it filled and get it started. Okay, so got everything filled with oil, got the radiator filled with coolant, and so now all that's left to do is start it and get coolant flowing through it. So okay guys, well, as you saw, got the old quad started up, got some coolant flowing through it, and it seems to be where it needs to be. So probably come back out tomorrow morning and make sure that the level's good, and put any in it if we need to. We ran it through a couple heat cycles, let the fan kick on and let that thermostat open up and let it some coolant flow through the head and stuff. So other than that, I think this thing is pretty much ready to go. Got some little things to do, you know. Got to put the plastics back on. Gotta, let's see, put the plastics back on. And honestly, I think that's about it. Plastics and hood, and then seat, and this thing will pretty much be ready to go. So, yeah. We'll probably try to maybe get some riding in tomorrow afternoon, since Dad didn't get much riding time on this thing. We'll see. I may break out the 400. I've got it I got it all cleaned up to get ready to tear down this winter, but not sure when exactly I'm going to do that. So may end up riding anyway. So we'll see, but that's going to be a separate video if we do anything with that. So got the old 450 all buttoned up and starting just fine, and so only thing left to do is get some ride time or something like that. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Without you guys, wouldn't be worth making these things. So I think the 450 is going to be ready to go for all those people out here talking about 450s are more maintenance and all that. Yeah, we knew that when we bought it. That's the nature of the beast. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.